Everybody online, looking good.
A companion podcast to the collaborative blog and gaming community that's playing as life allows. This is Multiplaying.
Well, let's start the insanity.
We have clearance, Clarence. Roger. What's our vector, Victor?
Hello?
Great heavens! What kind of radio show is this?
And welcome back to Multiplaying, everybody. This week on the show we have Rare. What are you drinking?
Gatorade. Like every single show ever.
Well, there was Sunkist. There was the Sunkist era of Multiplaying.
Actually, wait, you know what?
Those were different times, huh?
I do have a Sunkist. I'm going to pop that open right now. Popping up a Sunkist. Here we go.
He's upgrading, boys. Watch out.
Are we going to hear something? Or?
Oh, fine. I'll put it up to my mic.
No,
That's pulling out of the box, and...
Wait for you to fall out of your chair doing this. Sounds hot.
Go. Oh, yeah.
Do you have a 12-pack sitting right next to your computer?
Two of them.
Are they just warm?
I have about 6 or so in the fridge.
But you just pulled that from the box, so that's a warm one?
Yeah, it's alright, though.
Okay.
Ugh.
Yeah.
It's
done
orange
it before,
soda.
it's
It's going
okay.
to taste like a creamsicle either way.
Yeah. All right, Jason,
Feels
what
so
are you?
low now.
Jason, what are you drinking?
I'm drinking a Bell's Best Brown Ale, which is chilled.
Now that's classy.
Yeah.
And
It is.
that voice you heard from long ago, if you've been listening to the show, you may remember him as Tack. We'll refer to him by his real name, though. It's Devin. What you drinking, Devin?
I'm staying with the classy thing, and I'm drinking a Bud Light.
Super classy. I have personally got another Captain's Cove. So.
I'm kind of jealous.
Yarr.
Got some captain in them.
Yarr. The pirate episode of Multiplaying. No, we won't do that. Before we get into what we've been playing, a quick topic, which I thought of this question earlier in the week, and I think I'm going to end up hating it because I can't even think of what I would have as the answer. But we'll start with the person that's not been here for the longest, Devin. If you could have a video game made about you, what kind of game would it be, and who would you have provide your voice?
On the spot. Let me think.
Yeah.
What kind of game would it be? I would have to go with a first-person shooter to emulate the hecticness of my life. And then, who would have to voice it? None
Make it
other
sound as
than
artistic
Sean
as possible.
Connery.
Sean Connery?
Damn right.
I did. You know what? Speaking of Sean Connery, excuse me. I did see a neat movie poster somebody made up. I think I saw it off of Reddit.
Oh, I know what you're talking about. The James Bond one?
The James Bond versus James Bond.
Yeah.
That seems cool.
Yeah.
That seems cool. The poster was good. It would be Sean Connery versus Daniel Craig as Sean Connery is a rogue 007.
I wonder what he's like now, because he's retired and he's been out of the public eye for a long time. I wonder, he could even still act now, or if
He probably got fat like Marlon Brando.
Yeah.
If you had a lot of money, you get fat too. I know I would.
This is Sean Connery we're talking about.
It's a bummer that the last movie he made was League of Extraordinary Gentlemen.
I like that movie. Shut up.
You know what? I want to like that movie so much. I've watched it probably 5 times, and I want to like it way more than it is.
I want to like it so much that I like it. I know that it's a bad movie, but
it sucks.
I had the comics and everything, so it's like I really wanted to like it so much that it's like, yeah, I'm just gonna like it. I don't care what anybody says.
I remember watching the previews for that movie in the movie theaters, and it's just going through it and just like, wow, this movie looks awesome. The name comes League of Extraordinary Gentlemen. I'm like, wow, that was really kind of anticlimactic.
But it's I don't know. Yeah, it's bad.
I'm a youngin', so I don't know. I don't have the comics. I'm sorry.
We'll move on from then, though. Rare.
Oh, this question's hard.
It is hard.
I would probably go with an RPG, probably based more like medieval fantasy rather than your stereotypical sci-fi or even present. Just because I like that kind of stuff, and I feel like that's iconic for storytelling. And when I saw this question, I sat and thought down, and of course the first thing I thought of was like, I'd have Shepard. was like, wait a minute, everyone would say that. Shepard's awesome. So then I had to think about it again, and I decided on Robert Downey Jr. That's who I'd have do my
Not bad.
voice.
Yeah. All right, Jason.
I think the game would be a point-and-click adventure. And probably I'm trying to think of something really cool character voice, but it'd probably just be something that really sucks like my voice. So it'd probably be like Ray Romano.
You said care for a second there. I thought you were going to say Carrot Top. And I was like,
No, I'm not going there. Some nasally voice.
It's Ray Romano. That's good. Man,
You?
I don't know. I'm so torn as to what that would be. Part of me wants to say fighting game, but I think I would end up saying, like a top-down, like action RPG. I think it would be like a la like Zelda, A Link to the Past, or Secret of Mana, something like that.
Link to the Past is a good game.
Yeah, something along those lines. But voice for my character, that's the one that I'm really stuck on. And I want to just say Bill Murray.
Ooh,
That'd be
I
good.
could see
Something
it.
really
I could
dry.
see that.
Yeah,
That's not a bad option.
yeah. I think a top-down action RPG with Bill Murray as the protagonist's voice would be hilarious and fun.
Well, something
little
like
bit of
Leisure Suit Larry,
Yeah, there you go.
I'm trying to get laid, it just never really pans out.
Never get Zelda. God.
When you get hold of the Nintendo Entertainment System, when you master Rob, the video robot, and meet the challenge of Gyromite.
Episode 81 of Multiplaying is brought to you by Shitty Weeks.
Live it.
Make you goddamn tired.
Life.
The
It's
fuck,
all
man?
bullshit.
What have you been playing this week, Devin?
SWTOR, and some more SWTOR.
All right. Well, since you haven't been here in a while and you have been playing SWTOR, what kind of character are you playing? I think you've been playing a couple, but what are the two I would say that you've been playing the most?
Well, I do have a 50 commando now. I hit 50 last week, and that was
Nice.
certainly enjoyable.
But I have recently been playing my Inquisitor on a different server with some other friends from high school, and I have to say I am loving the story, absolutely. I thought the Trooper story was bad. It was fantastic. It was hilarious. As Lyra said one time, shoot some bubblegum and kick some ass, which is exactly what I was looking for. But the Inquisitor story is just phenomenal.
Really? Well, is it more like compelling than the Trooper?
One thing I like so much about BioWare and their story is that they've stayed very much in line all throughout storyline. Like each individual planet's storyline very, very much fits in with the idea of that planet, I guess I could say. Like on Tatooine, you deal with a lot of like slavers and, sand people being, sand people and stuff like that. Inquisitor is much the same way, where, it's stealthy, it's a lot of deception, it's just downright torture every now and then. It's, straight up intimidation whenever it comes up to it, and yeah, you shoot lots and lots of purple force lightning.
All right. Cool. Do you have anything else you want to say before we move on?
I could say a whole bunch about Tor, but I would rather, let's move on.
All right. Well, Rare, what you been playing this week?
I actually didn't play Tor at all. I pretty much just played a lot of Eve because I hadn't played for a couple weeks, so it was nice to get back into it. Living in wormhole space now, so kind of doing what you want to do, which is lots of exploration, like scanning and finding wormholes and stuff like that.
Right.
Yeah, which I never really got into before, despite playing the game for 2 years. So it's pretty nice.
I had read about it a lot, but I never did it.
Yeah, so it's a learning experience. I've fucked up a couple times, which almost got some people killed, which was kind of fun. But
I did read
funny.
I did read a tweet of yours about getting a lot of your cargo taken from you, or destroyed, I should say.
This week has been a bad week. So basically, I was building a new ship, Proteus, for those who play Eve, and the ship itself isn't expensive, but I got a whole bunch of like faction parts for the ship, which are expensive, and I was moving them in a hauler, and I was one jump away from where I needed to be. And right when I was about to warp to my wormhole, a battleship locked me up and killed me in high sec. So he blew up also, but then his alt picked up my loot. So I lost like 600 mil in loot. And then I get back to my wormhole, and I go on my ship, and someone jacked all the faction shit off of my ship. I'm like, oh, great. So I lost somewhere in this range of a billion ISK in 24 hours.
Sounds like a high number.
Yeah.
That's a lot of zeros.
Maybe days worth.
If I was playing Card Sharks, that would be a high number.
It's like $60. Let's put it that way. So,
Wow.
yeah, that kind of sucked. But that's okay. I'll make it back eventually. Such is Eve. Keeps it interesting.
Gotcha. Well, we'll move on to Jason. Jason, what you been playing, man?
Last weekend, I've been looking for a deal on Rayman Origins. And
I hate you, but just real quick, I want to say I hate you.
Yeah, because I was on Amazon for $30, and I think I even told you that game's going to be 20 really soon. I have a feeling.
Yeah.
Didn't I say that to you in a message? I think I did. I don't know. But then
you probably thought
saw.
so.
I was out to eat last Friday, and I just was checking my phone and saw that it was on sale like through Toys R Us for 20. Yeah. And I ran by the store on the way home, and it was marked as 60 in there, and I had the guy take it out and scan it, and it came up as 20. So I picked it up. And I've been playing that with my son, who's 7, and God, he declared it after playing for about an hour, this is the best game I've ever played.
Is that better than Skylanders?
Yes. Yeah.
Oh, wow.
Shit. He doesn't even want to play Skylanders right now. Whenever he wants to play that, that's the only game he wants to play with me.
It's good.
God,
He doesn't want to play Skylanders.
Yeah, it's been a blast, and it works really well, because I don't know if you guys played the Mario that was on Wii with the co-op. But it works really well with him because you both are. It's simultaneous, it's a 2D platformer, and you're both playing at the same time. But you can kind of mess with each other, and you're competing for obtaining what's basically the equivalence of stars. So we'll be participating, and then cooperating, and then he'll just all of a sudden start slapping me, and I'll be like, okay, for real now, we gotta go.
But like in Mario, you could mess with the other person to the point where you could get them kind of killed or screw them over.
It doesn't work like that in this one.
Okay. Is it more towards cooperative?
Yes, it is more towards cooperative, because he's gotten really good. He only does that with when he knows that there aren't any enemies around.
Okay.
But if one player dies, they will kind of hover around as like a bubble, and they can kind of guide themselves, and they basically just have to get back to you while you're still alive, and you can resurrect them.
Okay.
So it's been nice, because he's actually getting really good with the controller, but it's nice that we finished every level we've tried because of that mechanic.
Nice.
To where if he dies, I can bring him back, and there's been plenty of times where I've died, and he's done a good job of bringing me back.
Oh, good. Because
That game is
awesome.
I also picked up the game, ordered it through Amazon, because you found that deal like the day after I ordered mine, and I didn't cancel it because I was doing it off of credit from a trade-in that I did with Amazon, so I was kind of locked in. But still, I am jealous of your $20 deal versus my $30. But anyways, it's still worth it. The game is bonkers. It's so much fun. Played it past couple nights. My daughter has been watching me and just really, really digs it. Now that I know that that's that the mechanics are as such, I will probably let her take over the second controller and try that out. Because I think she would have a good time.
Really, actually, I have not even played it single player, because I think he'll get mad at me. And it's worked so well with the 2 players that we're just playing it that way completely, and we're probably on the 3rd world now. So she should probably be able to do pretty well with it.
I just got to the didgeridoo.
No, I'm sorry, what console are you guys playing with your kids on? I apologize if you said that.
I think we're both on the PS3.
Yeah, PS3 here.
Very nice.
It's on Xbox and Wii. And goddamn, that game is gorgeous looking.
Yes, it is so beautiful. I was tempted to pay the extra money to get the art book with it, but then I noticed that it didn't seem very thick, didn't look like it really had a lot of stuff in it, but the art in that game is nuts. It's so good looking.
So is the sound too. Sounds
yeah.
really catchy, really good.
Yep.
So if you like 2D platformers at all, check out that game if you can. I mean, I would say it's worth $60.
Yeah, it's totally worth full price of admission. my reasoning for waiting on it was just because of 2011 being what it was, with how many games there were towards the end of the year. I had no time for it, so I figured it would be a one, since it is a single player game primarily. It would easily drop in price, which it did. So yay,
Yeah.
good deals.
I was kind of sad that I was right that it was $20 so quick somewhere.
That
But it
is
was like a
kinda sad.
weekend sale. It wasn't permanent, but yeah, I mean, from what I've heard, that game's not selling real well.
Which is very, very sad because it is an amazing game if you like side scrollers.
I think it's a
Yeah.
testament to all the games just released in the past 2 months. It's just been ridiculous.
Yeah, I think maybe they should have maybe pushed it till like February coming out. Maybe it wouldn't have gotten
February
buried. It
would've
came
been
out.
really,
It came
really
out like
good.
November, didn't it?
I think so.
Right in the
It's
middle,
Skyrim.
like right around Modern Warfare, Skyrim. Yeah, everything.
It was bad timing. Good game though. I think they had a lot of people in the press really pushing for it, so I think it did decent because of that. So, and because it's a good game, so I think it'll still, over time, it'll get the sales numbers. So, go pick it up, people. It's awesome. All right. That's pretty much the game that I've been playing as well. Other than I've still been playing Alice Madness Returns. And the only note that I wanted to bring up with that is that I did buy the art book that you could order online. It was like, I think I got it for $20, and normally like the retail price on it was like $35 or whatever. But it is a big ass book, man. It's like a couple hundred pages long, I think. But it is, it's just under a couple hundred pages long. It's really, really big. It's just beautiful, beautiful stuff in it. It's very freaky. The thing that I just wanted to note on it is a lot of the pictures and stuff that they have, a lot of the sketch work and the design work going into the game. It's kind of interesting, to me at least, looking at that versus what they actually did with the game, the finished product. Just to see like how much of it they actually met that design quota, if you will. Like, did they actually meet those visuals like within the game? And for the most part, they fucking nailed what they were going for, and it's really, really cool to see that. Whereas I've seen other games in the past where you can see a lot of sketch work and stuff going into it, and it doesn't look like they really were able to push it to the goal that they had in mind. But it's a beautiful game, and still been.
Are you
digging it.
liking the game?
I'm really
like,
liking the game.
Gameplay wise, because
It's pretty. I think like I said last week, I'm not going to say that it's like this amazing game as far as the gameplay. It's pretty standard stuff. It's an action. It's an action platformer. It's got the fighting elements in it are fun. The puzzle elements of the game aren't really that difficult. It's not a very challenging game. It's nothing that you're going to really have to look around for to get all the extra little bits and knickknacks. I guess that's the one complaint. Some of the fights that I've been in have been slightly challenging, but overall it's not that much of a challenge to go through. That is probably my one complaint. I've thought about bumping up the difficulty, but I've mostly been enjoying the game just because of the look and the story and stuff going through it. It's story aside, it's just kind of a, I guess I can't really get into that too much because I'm only like the second or third world in, but just visually I'm floored by it. So it kind of, I don't know, hits a lot of high notes for me.
Are you getting on this bandwagon of art books because of your BioShock art book?
I don't know. I'm thinking about that because I've been looking at them a lot. I do have like the original BioShock art book because of a screw up that 2K had when they sold the limited edition of BioShock. Quick story: when they sold the limited edition of BioShock, it came with a Big Daddy, and when those went out to people that ordered them, a lot of the tips of the drills were broken because of the packaging wasn't very good. So they had this thing on their website that, okay, if anybody had a broken one, we'll compensate you. We will send you a new one. You just have to sign up on this website, blah, 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 blah. After doing that, and sometime later they said, okay, well, we're going to send this packaging out so that you can send your Big Daddy back to us so that we can verify it, and then we will send you the new one once they are created. Well, they had such a, like, months, I think a few months went on, and I almost forgot about it, but then they ended up sending emails out to everybody saying, we figured out that's going to cost us an ass load to do that, so we're not going to do that. We're just going to fulfill everybody that signed up on the website and give you a new statue, and we'll also send you an art book, which we wanted in the collector's edition but weren't able to get out. So then I got this art book, and if you look online now, like, the prices of that thing are like nuts. It's kind of stupid because it's kind of rare. So.
Yeah, so art books equals cash. I'm gonna start buying an assload of art books for my son's college fund.
Might be a good idea. I think the last time I checked that the other day, and someone was trying to sell it for like $375. So
Worth
crazy.
it.
Yeah, I guess. Get it broken, Big Daddy equals cash.
Hope colleges accept art books for two human.
Oh,
I got a shitload of those.
Did you?
No,
Did you
just
actually
kidding.
get that game?
No,
I never even bought that game.
No, I was just trying to think real quickly of a shitty game.
Let's Force Unleashed 2.
No joke.
Wah wah. Quick break, and they will come back for This Is Dog. With news in this
Echo 3 to Echo 7. Ano, buddy, you read me?
This month, Rise of the Rat Ghouls. Everybody see that?
Yeah, I did actually.
Yep. I looked at it real quickly.
Did you watch? I thought it looked alright. I think it looks alright. There are some bug fixes and such. I have not seen a lot, but what's funny is that last night jumped on Tor, and Zelly from the guild said something about logging on and having a black screen. She could still see the UI, but she had a black screen. I thought that was kind of weird, and like not half hour after she said that, I grouped up with some guild mates and jumped into a match of Hutball, and I had the exact same problem. But then what was nice is when I was checking the bug fixes, that was one of the bug fixes, so yay.
They're also planning on putting the first bits of the Legacy system in March.
Yeah, they're starting... Oh, is it in March?
That's
What'd
what
you
they
say?
said. Yep, March.
Oh.
Yeah, that's going in the next update, I think. The Legacy stuff and Guild stuff, too.
I saw somewhere, somebody said something about PvP, like a PvP ladder.
50's only bracket.
Yeah.
No, there's a 50s only bracket, but somebody said something about like PvP ranking or like a ladder system for PvP, but I couldn't see anything in this patch, but I was like, I have not seen anything about that.
Maybe later? I don't think it's coming out in this one, but I could be wrong.
Later. I didn't see anything in the patch notes for this time, but I'm eager to find out more about that. I'm trying to dig up info, so
I could certainly see it.
Yeah, that would be nice. I have been enjoying the PvP lately.
It's a lot of fun.
Yeah. Although, yeah, I've been enjoying the PvP, but what I really need to get back to is doing some flashpoints and such. And quick guild note, as per that, if you go on the forums, there has been a recent influx. We are going to start setting up PvE or groups, like regular groups to meet weekly. Couldn't think of how to say that. So if you're interested in joining or starting a weekly group in the guild, please check out the forums. There's a couple already created, and you have to create a group name. What was yours, Rare?
Team Awesome Sauce with a side of pancakes.
The whole thing is the title?
You can just say Team
needs more
Awesome
skirt.
Sauce.
Needs more skirt.
You should join
Change
my
it to
team,
skirt.
Jack. You asshole.
What are we
You
teaming?
didn't join my team.
Okay.
We're going to team play SWTOR. I'm so alone. Everyone listening to this podcast should join Team Awesome Sauce because they're all awesome. Bam!
It's only fit 8.
Audience plug.
Well, Great White Buffalo is already filled, so, you know.
Taken.
It's done. But as another reminder, we do have our regular Flashpoint night Mondays at 9, and our PvP night is Tuesdays at 9. So if you're interested in that, please hop online and join up with some guildies and do that. It'll be fun.
Kill Slurms and
Good.
Hutball again.
Yes.
Always a good
or not.
time.
Oh, did you guys get to go against each other in hot ball?
Yeah.
Nice. Was it fun?
It was no.
You weren't cussing at him? I'd cuss at him.
It was fun for me.
Yeah.
That means he won.
Anybody have any guild news they want to bring up or notes from the game?
Crather
I'm
hit 50
incredibly-
today.
Did he?
You what?
Crather hit 50 today.
Oh,
Yay,
nice!
him.
Congrats, Crather.
Congrats to Crather.
That
I
is
just
awesome.
want in that note, I wanted to say I'm very, very proud of our fellow Delusion of Grandeur people. They are leveling at a decent rate, at an excellent rate. I mean that we might actually be doing lots of stuff together very, very soon because we're all the same level again.
Yeah, I hit 32 the other day and should be 33 easily this weekend, if not 34. So yeah.
I'm like an ass hair away from 31. So
Nice.
I
That's
haven't,
close.
yeah, I haven't. This past week's been rough. I haven't had a lot of time to play at all. I got to play quite a bit today, but I'm hoping this next week's better.
Yep. Well, all right. I think that's gonna do it.
That was it?
Does anybody have anything else?
No, I'm so
SWTOR is
tired.
awesome. If you're not playing,
Yeah.
you should.
It's been a shit week.
Happy Friday
Yeah.
the 13th, everyone.
Happy Friday the 13th.
Well, gentlemen, no point in hanging around this dump any longer.
Wait! Where are you going? I was going to make espresso.
Show's over, folks.
You can't go! All the plants are going to die. Take off, eh?
Thanks for listening to Multiplaying, the companion podcast at multiplaying.net. Questions, comments, feedback, errors, etc. can be sent to multiplaying@gmail.com. We invite you to write a review on iTunes and visit our website at www.multiplaying.net.
We've made a lot of friends, shared a lot of laughs, often at the expense of others.
I think some people are going to be upset.
Let me just close this conversation by saying you are one unique individual.
Thank you and good night.